Good afternoon, everyone who's tuning in to the Teen Talks today. So I originally had planned for today that I was going to do a teen talk on various ways that one can meditate. I'm going to leave that for next week as I'm feeling really inspired to talk about something else quite briefly. So I do have quite a bit of a cough, so bear with me if that shows up in the next few minutes. So this morning I did have the opportunity to do my first ever filming, like real live film, and it was all about my own work project, the nonprofit and the scholarship fund, and the girls that we're sending off to do their yoga teacher training. And the opportunity was just so incredible and amazing. I'm still on like cloud nine, riding this like incredible high, and I just want to share with teens and parents of teens and educators and those who generally follow these talks is first, the difference of what it means to be relentless versus being determined, and how we can motivate our youth and our teens to find that like self-intrinsic motivation or that determination to follow their dreams and what it is they want to do. And so when somebody says that they are relentless is like something that has like more of a negative connotation to it. So like laying in bed with the cold for like days, your cold is relentless, it won't go away. Like it's not that your cold is determined. And so that's maybe like a good way to understand the difference between the two. So being relentless is like something that has more of like a cold, harsh winter day that just doesn't, it just like the cold won't seem to go away, and it's like quite relentless. So that could be a way of viewing it versus being determined. And so being determined can come from an intrinsic motivation, so something that you are fiery and passionate about yourself, versus like determined to do something to meet the needs of somebody else. And so I think for our teens, what we have to really understand is that when a teen's brain is not fully developed, which they are not, their decision making is highly influenced by adults and mentors around them. So as teens watching this video, what I would really inspire you to do is to sit down with somebody who's a little bit older than you, an adult in your life, whether it's a sibling, a teacher, a parent, a coach, or a mentor, like a coach, somebody like more of a life coach, somebody maybe along the lines of what I'm doing, and reach out to them and just sort of share about what it is that you're really passionate about. And even if it doesn't align with the typical societal norm of maybe like graduating high school and going to university right away and then getting that job, like what are other things that really interest you? Is it creating art? Is it writing? Is it giving back? Is it feeding the poor in third world countries? Is it starting your own garden? What are things that you are really motivated about, but you need a little bit more guidance to get there? And so as adults watching this, what I really encourage you to do is find those teens in your life and sit down with them and ask them, what is exciting for them? What are they excited about? What is the thing that is like on their like teen bucket list that they want to create before they become an adult? How is it that you can help them? What are steps that you can do? And most importantly, be that listening ear. So rather than lashing back with the, well, you have to do this first, or these are the steps, or these are the rules, just listen, be supportive, and hear them. So oftentimes teens don't feel validated or feel heard, and I'm just speaking to what teens have told me. So if we as adults can do our role to make them feel validated, then I think we can start to see this like exponential growth of creativity. And when teens feel heard and feel valued, then they can really step into the role that they want, and they can become determined. So rather than we might label teens as relentless, like they're always bad every day doing stuff that gets them in trouble, well, why don't we actually sit down and listen to what it is that they're interested in? How can we help them get there? And I really advise you take it from a non-biased viewpoint. So if you yourself have no background in what it is that they want to do, don't shut it down. Either you yourself seek for help or direct them to somebody who might best be able to mentor them. And so that's what I really want to speak to today. I have been persistently determined since October to find a videographer who will work in line with my values and my vision of what I want the Homework project to be. And it is absolutely just like expanding and blowing up, and it is so incredible, and I just feel so valued and so heard. And like today, to have this whole like team of people say that they went through my website and how they love my vision and they love what I'm doing, and they can't wait to like have their sister or daughter or friend's kid like apply for the Homework project is just makes me feel so good. And I just know that what I'm doing, what I'm passionate about, is being heard and being valued, and it's just going to continue. Also, just want to give a really quick shout out to Quarter Moon Crew here in Victoria. Go find them on Instagram. She's incredible. Me and my own girls. So happy that she got these sweaters for me and my team. And when the video that we filmed today is released, I'll be sharing it with you, so stay tuned for that. And if you're an educator, I really encourage you to, perhaps show this video and maybe other teen talks with your classes and get some conversation going. And that's all I'm really looking for is, how are you determined? How do you want to be determined? How do you want to help determine? How do you want to help somebody else get excited about what it is that they, are passionate about? And let's just really create this spark of creativity in our world rather than like limiting it and diminishing it and setting these rules and these defined paths. Like, let's really ignite this creativity. And so I look forward to any feedback. Feel free to share this video if you're so inclined and on board with the message and the value, and I really hope that you are. And next week I will come back with really cool alternative ways to meditate that don't look like sitting cross-legged, quiet with your eyes closed with a set of mala beads on a cushion in a room by yourself. There's so many other amazing ways. So stay tuned for that next week. Thanks everyone. Have a great weekend.